Hey, Scott here, Scotty's Animals. I'm with Gary, and he is a teddy, which basically means he's got fuzzy, bristly hair, and he's got curly whiskers. But that's what I wanted to talk about today is guinea pig breeds, the different breeds, the different types of guinea pigs that you might find out there, and some of the more common ones that we see at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. I've been volunteering there for a number of years, and so I've learned a lot in that time, and let's talk about the different breeds that there are. Let me put Gary back. One of the more common breeds would be a American or a short hair American. That would be like Snoop here, but they come in all different colors and even all different sizes in a way. People always say, oh, that guinea pig full grown, or oh, I didn't know they got so big. Well, you know, just like people, they vary in size. So this is Snoopy, and he's about average size for your guinea pig. It's kind of hard to see with his dark fur over my dark shirt, but he's about average size. This is Nate, and he's also a short hair or an American guinea pig. And in a lot of the videos that I saw about guinea pig breeds, they're trying to associate different breeds with different temperaments and different personalities. But I always say that personality of the individual is going to really dictate their personality than any breed that they have. They're just individuals, so it's not necessarily their breed that's going to make them act a certain way. So this is Nate. He's a short hair American. Okay. So I did mention that they come in different colors. Some of them are crested, which means that they have a little calic right there, like this. And sometimes those crests are just a patch of white. Okay. Now, of course, I don't have every single breed. This is Pipsqueak, and he is an Abyssinian. He's white. He's also blind, which is why he has this head tilt here. But you can see the swirls that he has on his body. That is what an Abyssinian is. Timmy also is an Abyssinian. He is a satin Abyssinian, so that means that his coat is shiny. It's a shiny, iridescent kind of a coat. Now, I don't have a Peruvian, so I'll just put a picture up, but Peruvian guinea pigs tend to have very long hair in the front and in the back, and it's long and very straight usually. So I'll put up some pictures right here. You can see some Peruvians that have come into the rescue. And similar to a Peruvian is a Silkie. Silkies have long, what has been described as sweeping hair, so it kind of looks like it's been slicked back, or it's been curled in a way. It's not just straight, it's more, if you Google it and look at these pictures, you'll see that it has a little bit more stylized, kind of bunched up kind of a hair. And also then you have coronets, which are similar to silkies, with that hair that looks like it's been styled or swept back, but then in addition they also have a crest in the front. So I'll put a picture of one of those as well. You know Gary, he's my teddy, but there's also another kind of teddy called a Rex, which has shorter, fuzzier, bristly hair. So I'm gonna grab Nails real quick. Is Nails a Rex or is he a teddy? So who do you smell? Who do you smell? So he has very fuzzy but very short. What are you smelling? Very short fur. You weasel. Who do you smell? Whose butt do you smell? No biting. So I wonder if Nails is a teddy, or if he's a Rex. I think he's a teddy, but that's why these breeds are kind of wishy-washy sometimes, especially with animals that come into the shelter. So I would say it's more about focusing on, can you provide them with a good home and are they healthy, than exactly what breed they are. A Texel is a long-haired guinea pig, kind of like a Peruvian, but the hair is all curly and crazy. And the fur is similar to teddy fur, at least on their face. It can be fuzzy. They can have a very fuzzy nose and then crazy hair. A lot of times it looks like it's crimped. So I'll put a picture of one of those too. Another one that we see sometimes, which I love, is a Himalayan. Himalayans typically, and it's interesting that there are Himalayan rabbits and maybe there's Himalayan of other different types of animals, but when we refer to Himalayan in the guinea pig world, it's dark or black ears and a black patch on the nose. Then they almost always have red eyes, and then frequently dark patches on their hands and feet. So they're mostly white, but except for these dark patches, which sometimes look like, marshmallow or something. They can be brown, but usually they're very dark, almost black, if not black. Skinny pigs is a pretty popular breed, especially these days. And if you aren't following or subscribing to Skinny Pigs 1, all one word, then you really should. It's a channel. They focus a lot on skinny pigs and skinny pigs living with regular pigs. But what is a skinny pig? Skinny pigs are basically a hairless breed of guinea pig, except for their nose and their feet and their hands. They'll have a little bit of hair, like maybe on the top of their head, but they're generally hairless. Also, there's another type of hairless guinea pig called a Baldwin, where they are born with hair, and then after a few days their hair starts to fall off, and they live the rest of their life as a hairless pig. And if your skinny pig has a lot more hair than normal, or just kind of fuzzy all over, or patches of fur in different places, but they are generally a skinny pig, then they're what's referred to as a werewolf skinny pig. So I'll put pictures of these piggies, and you can find them if you do a search. So now let's talk about cooeys. When I was first listing all the breeds out and searching about the different breeds, I didn't even see that, but then when I was about to shoot this and I looked at Billy, where's Billy? Where's my Bill? I was like, well, I should probably describe cooeys, because not so much anymore, but a lot of people used to ask me, oh, is their pig a cooey? So Billy, he's really only a half cooey, but he has very common cooey features, which are big paws. Let me see your big paws. Big paws and kind of a pointed face. What's the matter? So there was an epidemic where cooeys were coming in from the pet stores all the time, and they were usually very skittish and very frightened, and they couldn't be tamed, and so they were being surrendered to our rescue constantly. Not so much the case anymore. It seems like the breeders, they move on from one species to another, and now it seems like we're seeing a lot more skinny pigs. But Billy was part of that group of cooeys that we had in the rescue, and I've had him since he was a baby. What are you smelling? What are you smelling? You smelling Nails' butt? So these are the guinea pigs that they eat in South America, and somehow they ended up in pet stores in North America, but not so much, as I said, anymore. Okay, so that's what a cooey is. let's talk about one really kind of rare breed. Maybe it's not a breed, but let's talk about a silver Agouti Marten. That's like Mike. Mike is looking very comfortable right here, so I won't disturb him. I'll show you a picture of him closer up. But he's silver, and he's Agouti, which means he has the different flecks. You'll see Agouti in all different colors. One of these days I'm going to get around to doing a video about that, different colors that guinea pigs can come in, and what they are. But we refer to this speckled as Agouti, and they can be brown, they can be silver, they can be all different types of Agouti. But this is silver Agouti, and the silver Agouti Martens specifically, they have a white belly, and usually around their eyes they have kind of this lighter fur. It's very beautiful, and when you see them, they almost look identical to each other. So, speaking of skinny pigs, her guinea pig Huckleberry, is a Agouti Marten who looks just like Mike. So, moving on, let's talk about pink-eyed whites, or albinos, or red-eyed guinea pigs. They're not a breed, but I still want to talk about them because they are, at the rescue, one of the least likely to be adopted. And it's unfortunate because, as I mentioned, that it's all about personality, and it's not fair that these pigs are overlooked for absolutely no reason. Their red eyes are in fact quite beautiful and endearing if you just give them a chance, and you'll find that they're some of the smartest and friendliest pigs. So albinos are, you can read up on that it's just a different amount of pigment, and it's completely normal, it's completely healthy. Albino guinea pigs can see just fine, so you don't have to treat them or care for them any differently. So I highly suggest getting to know any pigs with red eyes that you happen to come across at the animal shelter or the rescue. Guinea pigs are individuals, so it's all about personality, but I hope this list of the different breeds you found insightful. Let me know. Thanks.